Greetings, Virgo, and welcome to your Divinely Guided Rune reading here for the week. We're going to pull the runes from the Lapis Lazuli rune set here this week, and at the end we'll get a card of clarity from the Celtic Spirit Oracle deck, so please stay tuned for that at the very end, Virgo. Getting into your Divinely Guided Rune reading, your rune for the energetic past is in the rune of Gable. Now, Gable is the rune of divine reciprocity. This is an irreversible rune. This is giving and receiving. Are there strings attached? Are you attached to the outcome? Is there this sort of divisive sort of, it has to be this way, this way, this way, this way, I'm keeping track? Or are you blessed? Are you challenged with these aspects of Gable? This is divine gifts, divine partnerships, a lot like the Two of Cups or the Lovers in the tarot. This is more Two of Cups, though, where it's the emotional kind of fulfillment through that nourishing give and take, the balance of like divine feminine and masculine, yin and yang, all of that. So, irreversible. This could be a partnership, a friendship, something you began, something you were just given recently as well. Always remember what is given to you. Always forget every time you had to give or that you gave, right? Take what resonates here, Virgo, and leave what doesn't as we get into your energetic. Now we have, faith. Algaes, this is very grounding energy here with that line going straight down off the rune. But the antlers of the elk rune here are your built-in divine defense, built-in protection. Could be maybe a shake-up here as far as reciprocity goes, but you're called into perspective of your blessings, and you are holding your own. You have faith, not necessarily holding your own, but you have faith in, or your faith is being repaired, or is calling into perspective of your beliefs, your faith, your structures in your life. This is also reminding you that, yes, you are constantly divinely protected and connected, Virgo. Okay, even when this is given to us or not, when we have that divine reciprocity or not, when we have these beautiful gifts or not, doesn't matter. We have the faith, right? So blessings on the increase of this faith, or challenges into aspects of faith, which in turn should just still kind of reaffirm or strengthen your faith anyway, get you into more of that sort of work. But we're going to get more clarity in that here in a bit. In your energetic near future is Hagalaz. This is the hail rune. This is also irreversible. Both of these are irreversible. Okay, this is I think about beliefs here for you, Virgo. I want to say beliefs right now, but hang on to that word for a second. But we're going to talk about this, Hagalaz. Hagalaz is the rune of hail, natural disasters, kind of like the tower moment in tarot, things being moved away from your divinely guided path, right? You're divinely protected. You're divinely connected. Whatever this challenge, I think this is a challenge. Maybe you're facing it together, but you get to have this blessing. This is an unintended eventuality, okay? Any natural disaster, any hail, it's not an if, it's a when, unintended, and it eventually happens, right? Not necessarily saying that we're calling this in to our being, right? Not necessarily saying that we want this to happen, but this is a blessing to recognize in your near future that divine is saying, look at what's happening for you rather than what's happening to you. And by shifting that perspective, you're less responsive, you're more in your faith, and you're more present, and you're willing to heal and move forward and build your tower elsewhere, or rebuild with beautiful, better reciprocity, better aspects of faith, right? But whether you're strong or not in this, I think if you are strong in your faith here, you're definitely going to be looking at this as happening for you. I think if you're not strong in your faith about this, you're going to be reactionary about this and look at it as happening to you, and your ego disguises itself as intuition, and then you're all divisive and like very much challenged in that aspect, okay? The choice is always up to you, Virgo. It's just a flip of perspective. It's always a tweak of a word that can really change drastically how we view or practice these energies. Your influence on all geese here in the energetic now is now these, now this. In the energetic now your influence is in now this. You're going down your energetic path and this log blocks your path. So that's like things come up, things happen, life happens, right? You're not every bit of your path is going to be clear. There might be a couple obstacles in your way. It's balancing out or calling into clarity your wants versus your needs, your actual limitations versus your fears or perceived limitations, right? How are your needs being met? How are other needs being met? Others' needs being met? Right? Are they balanced? What are you going to transmute this eventuality into? You know that the path isn't going to be totally clear all the time, right? Are you bearing down for this? Like, do you see the storm on the horizon here, Virgo? Question mark. Let me know in the comments below how this resonates here with you. Let's see what your advice is for right now. Your advice for right now is to make sure that everything around you is healthy. You're in this huge momentum energy. So have that momentum of faith. Have that momentum of your needs, constraints, and limitations coming into focus, balancing them out better. Right? Uru's the ox rune. This is downward hill kind of momentum. The ancient aurochs, the ox rune, calls into focus that we want to be very grounded every step moving forward, and every step is moving forward is even more grounded because you're gaining that momentum energy. And with that momentum energy, you're with making sure every step is sure, every step is grounded, every step is deliberate, right? So that is balancing out health, right? In all aspects, your diet, essentially, right? Your energetic health. You're not just what you eat or drink. What are you surrounding yourself with? What are your self-talk like? Or what's your self-talk like, right? So what are your self-thoughts even? Those all matter. What energies are you surrounding yourself with? What friends, online habits, music that you listen to, things like that, right? So everything that you surround yourself with matters. You become the most like the 5 energies you surround yourself with here, Virgo. You could also have a Taurus in your life that maybe you need a little bit of that Taurus kind of energy for grounded guidance here, Virgo. More earth energy, right? You're a very earth energy, so is Taurus. The two of you working on this purity of health. Yeah. And I see this momentum like this is kind of like wanting to charge forward with this. You're got your antlers down and you're charging forward like this is getting out of my way. I see you doing that, Virgo, but make sure you're doing this with no strings attached to balanced reciprocity, okay? Knowing that you are gifted, yes, but these need to be balanced steps, okay? Divinely guided and protected, sure. Don't let this be ego energy is what I'm saying. Don't let this be ego energy is what I'm saying, Virgo. This isn't happening to you, it's happening for you, but not in the for you that's like a darn tootin' that happened for me because I did it. No. Thank you for letting this happen. You know, looking at it with gratitude rather than that bullheaded, steaming, like forward kind of energy. This is that very much momentum energy. So each step needs to be deliberate. Okay, Virgo. That's a little high gravity here for you, this rune reading, but you are coming out at the end here with manas, that enhanced sense of where you are in the world, your attachment to labels, outcomes, clarities. I see you accepting and adopting new energies as your clarity. Other people's joy and bliss are kind of like your beacons here, where you are getting that clarity. You are staying grounded here in your future. And through this, with this, like, no, that's not my name. This is my name. I am firm in this, and I am in my divinely guided faith. You're just kind of like, I see you like just holding your ground. Like you charged up to it and then you held your ground, and then you're just like, you get to watch this happen because you manifested it, Virgo. All right. You need to be very deliberate with your energies and very aware of these. Whether you're having unhealthy aspects or not will show up here. Guaranteed. Irreversible rune. Irreversible rune. You're starting and ending irreversible runes. Into your future is irreversible rune. In your past, irreversible rune. Everything and now is always your choice. This is a matter of perspective in your future. It's not happened yet. Don't worry about this. Healthy attachments to labels, releasing any labels that don't really serve a purpose. Yeah. No attachments to outcomes. Maybe you're finally letting go of something, some aspect of your reciprocity. Healing aspects of it, or letting go of an old relationship. Just take what resonates here, Virgo, leave what doesn't, but everything needs to be deliberate and gaining that momentum towards your health in all aspects. All right. So the Celtic Spirit Oracle deck for the message of clarity, please. Divine, please show us clearly what message of clarity that you have for Virgo for this week's Divinely Guided Rune reading. Please show us clearly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The Green Fairy. This is beautiful. Mischief, freedom, reckless. Mischief, freedom, and reckless. Very interesting, because that's almost the opposite of what I was telling. So I'm very curious about this card. Let's read this together. Ever heard of the Green Fairy? Something to do with absinthe and a little mischief, maybe? Now, this little fairy is not condoning drinking absinthe, but she does recommend jumping out of your comfort zone and being a little mischievous. Have you become a bit stuck or just a bit too serious, Virgo? When was the last time you let your hair down and had a laugh, a giggle, or a play like a child day? Has it been a long time? Yep, that's what she thought. The Green Fairy is coming to pull your hair, tickle your ears, trip you over, all in an effort to break you out of your confined rut. Maybe this is the Green Fairy right here happening in your life to shake things up. Maybe you're looking for that less kind of like almost feeling stagnant energy. Yeah, that could be. Okay, continuing on. You may have a valid reason for your situation, Virgo, and need to be serious, but you also need to be reminded that you're here to have fun and enjoy life also. Okay, so while you are getting everything done that needs to get done, you are missing out on some really neat, fun stuff. Do you even know when you are stressed or that you are? Who are you now compared to who you were when you were young and carefree? Are there aspects of yourself that you would like to reintegrate? What can you do to lessen your load, or how can you take some time to do the next things that you used to enjoy that made you laugh and relax? Maybe just call on the Green Fairy to show you. Namaste, Virgo. Have a blessed and abundant week.